What's up, Internet? Today we need to plug a tire. On my wife's vehicle, one of the tires has been leaking. I filled it up, and overnight it's down. It went from 32 to 35 psi down to almost about 10. Now the tires on the vehicle are very worn and they need to be replaced, but I can't keep filling the tire every couple hours, so we're going to plug it for now until I can get new tires put on the car. So plugging a tire is something that's very simple. It's something that just about everybody should know, because if you get a nail in your tire when you're driving somewhere, you're out in the middle of nowhere, if you can plug it, you can at least limp your car along till you get somewhere. And it doesn't take a lot. I'm taking the tire off of the vehicle. Makes it a little bit easier, and so I can film it easier, but you can actually do this while it's on the car. Jack it up and see where it's at. Now there's a couple of tools that you're going to need to do this, and most of them are going to come in a tire plug kit. So let me show you. Some of these are kind of optional. So one, it's a spray bottle with some soapy water. This is just a couple drops of Dawn with water. You spray this, if you can't see where the nail or screw is at, you spray it on there, you'll see bubbles coming out, so you know that's where the leak is at. Then you're going to need your tire plugs. They're kind of like a tarry substance. They're sticky, but they'll come in packs just like this. And generally you can buy these in a group, or you can buy them in a tire plug kit. And the tire plug kit will come with the tool, which is kind of like a big needle that's going to hold the plug itself. And I missed with that. Then a tire rasp. Now this is just kind of like a pointy file. You're going to put this where the hole was at, kind of clean the hole out so the plug will go in a little bit easier and it'll help seal around. Now this is optional. This is a valve stem removal tool. When I'm plugging a tire, because you're pulling it out, you can have air leaking out of there. It'll make it a little bit easier to deal with to plug the tire. So I take the valve stem out, drain the tire. If you're doing this on the side of the road, if you have everything set up, you can pull the nail or screw out, rasp it real quick, and then plug it so you don't lose all of your air. And then hopefully you can fill it up with maybe an onboard air compressor or those emergency roadside compressors, and then get back going. And then a set of needle nose pliers. This is more or less just to help pull out whatever's stuck into the tire. You should always carry a couple simple tools in your vehicle anyways. Needle nose, they're going to work great for that. So let's go get the tire off. We'll get over here, start working on it, and show you what we're doing. So as you can see, I found right here where there's a screw in this tire. And as you can see, the tire itself, it's worn down. The tires need to be replaced. But in the interim, while this vehicle is waiting to get new tires put on it, we need to plug this because I can't be filling it every couple hours. It leaks so bad overnight. So we need to pull this out and plug it. Now, if you can't see where the screw or the nail is or anything, there's a quick and simple trick. All you need to do is get a bottle with some soapy water, which I have right here, and you can spray it if the sprayer wants to work. Which it's not at the moment for whatever reason. Let's see if I can just pour some on here. But you can see bubbles. It's kind of hard to see, but bubbles are forming coming right up out of this hole. So if you get a little bit of soapy water out of a spray bottle, you spray it on there, you'll see bubbles coming up out of here. You can see all this white stuff here. That's all the bubbles and everything, the foam that's coming out of this. So that's one way, like if you're looking for a leak in the tire, you can spray it on there and you can obviously see there's a leak. But I could clearly see it before that, but just sometimes you can't see it very well. So the first thing you want to do when you're doing this is I always like to drain the tire completely, and the easiest way to do that is to pull out the valve stem. So so we're going to get our valve stem removal tool. And as you can see here, it just has notches in it that go into the valve stem. It just unscrews like a regular screw. And it's draining. Alrighty, so the tire's drained, so now we need to get whatever this is, screw, nail, whatever, out of here. So, just a set of needle nose pliers. Looks like it's a nail. Yep, that's a nail that actually went in head first. That's a pretty good one. That came out of there. So when the nail came out, it came out at an angle. So you're going to want to make sure that you kind of mimic that angle when you're putting the plug in. Now you should always clean this hole a little bit. And most tire plug kits come with a rasp just like this, just to help smooth things out a bit. Alright, so screw and everything is out. We've cleaned the hole out a bit with this rasp, just making sure it's good. Next, we're going to move on to actually plugging it. And then you're going to need a tire plug tool, which looks just like that. As you can see, it's got an opening here at the top to be able to slide through. And it's kind of like a big needle as far as the eyelet opening. But then it's open up here, so when you pull out from the tire, the plug will slip through that right there. So I'm going to get this set up, and then we'll go to plug the tire. Okay, so you can see I've got the tire plug set up on the tool. I normally do it about halfway through, so I got that set up there, and then it's easy just pushing it in. And you pull it back out. Now you can trim off the excess ears here. This particular one I'm going to let them kind of lay over, so as the tire goes it'll push this down there and help seal it a little bit more. But we're going to fill the tire up, spray some more of the solution on there, see if it's sealed up, and see if we're good to go. Alright, so you can see we've got our plug in our tire right here. Now I've already leak checked it with a solution, and I actually got my sprayer to work so you can see, but when you first spray it, obviously there's going to be some bubbles from being sprayed, but you can see there's no bubbles forming up out of here. They're not coming up where the plug is at, so that's a good plug. So we can put the tire back on and car is good, ready to go. As you can see, the tire is really worn down, but we will put new tires on this, but the tire was leaking so badly that just to be able to keep it going down the road, we needed to plug the tire. Now most tire shops wouldn't have even plugged this because they are so worn down, and this is actually very close to the sidewall, so that's part of the reason I'm plugging it here. Plus it's really simple and easy to do. Just about anybody can do this. You can actually do this while it's on the car. Once you get it jacked up high enough, you can get to it. So let's put this back on and go on down the road.